Hey guys, Morgan here, doing a constructed video. As you can see, we're in the middle of a league with Bant Collected Company. I am borrowing it from friend Kevin. You'll remember him from one of my Oath of the Gatewatch videos back in the day. And the deck's really fun. I'm planning on playing it in a PPTQ tomorrow. That's Saturday for you guys. I don't know when I'm going to be putting this up. So, I'm excited to show it off. I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Hand sweet, deck sweet, we'll keep it. We can, I don't know, fetch white with our first flooded strand, and then blue with our second. Just pump this warden of the first tree. One of the things I really like about this deck is that it has such a good curve. Hopefully the beatdown draw is good enough against Jaddy Offshoot deck. Yeah, didn't think so. Like, I could draw a Reflector Mage, for example. Ooh, Evolving Wilds. That's a card. Play Windswept Heath. Like, you play 2-drop into a 3-drop into whatever you want, basically. Sure. Kozilek's Return only does 2 damage, so Matter Reshaper. You've got it. Don't particularly feel like attacking into the Matter Reshaper. Oh, hello, Jedi's Command. That's perfect, because I don't have to attack into Matter Reshaper, and I can hold up Warden of the First reactivation. Sweet. Probably should have waited to see. Well, no. Rune in their wake is fine. Oh, derp. Okay. Well, Kozilek's Return. Thanks. Block. No, okay. My opponent can get a Wastes here, which is pretty sweet with Rune in their wake. So they're gonna go up to 6 lands. I mean, doesn't really matter. I'm certainly playing this. Rune in their wake, yup. So say, what are you gonna instant speed here, friend? I actually like playing the Flooded Strand here rather than the Lumbering Falls because it allows us to play Ojutai's Command, get back Warden, and pump it. Also, if our opponent plays World Breaker next turn, we don't want to give them a great target for it. It's another reason, I guess. Glad we keep drawing these lands. It's really great. Awkwardly, Ugin can just bolt the Warden. My phone's got so much gas. Why? I guess to play around another Dramoka's Command? Alright, well. Opponent does not have double red. They probably have another Ugin though, let's be real. Or just a bunch of explosive vegetations. That's a good draw. Lumbering Falls becomes a 5/5 hexproof guy. Since I have 2 Lumbering Falls, I'm not as worried about like the World Breaker. Ulamog's awkward and stupid. Because Ulamog will get back the Kozilek's return. Oh, both of them would. Never mind. Just a matter reshaper. Okay. Actually, how many? 3? I can play Den Protector face down, but getting back Ojutai's Command doesn't actually do a whole lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is play Reflector Mage. And then we're gonna play around our opponent having like an Ulamog or a World Breaker off the top. Does Kozilek's return come back with creature spell? Okay, no, not with Ugin. Alright, cool. Because the reason, okay, so the way that we were playing around Ulamog is If our opponent plays an Ulamog, they get back the Kozilek's return, and then what they do is they kill all my guys, and then they try and exile both my Lumbering Falls, but since I can activate Lumbering Falls, it gains Hexproof and counters one of the abilities. And then I can, like, get back Reflector Mage with Den Protector, or Sylvan Advocate, I guess. So, here, we want these guys, probably nothing. Dispel's fine, but I can't counter the second half. I just want Disdainful Strokes for, like, Ugin stuff. Dramoka's Command is less good. It's still not bad. Boundary Crisis. And maybe an Ojutai's Command coming out? Maybe just 2 Dramoka's Commands. I like taking out spells when I put in spells, so it's because it keeps a critical mass. It keeps a critical mass of things to hit with Collected Company available. This hand's pretty sweet. We might end up taking a lot of pain off of these Yavimaya, which is kind of worrisome, because it's going to have to be our turn 2 play, unless we draw a blue source for Jace, which we did. So we're just going to go ahead and play that one out. So it's still a little awkward on turn 4, but I mean, we could hold up Disdainful Stroke, I suppose. We're just going to go ahead and play Jace. I think that's pretty important to this matchup. Having fetch lands would be nice because it means that we can just flip Jace fairly reasonably quickly. Is this Pilgrimage? Sure. I think we hold up Disdainful Stroke this turn. Alright, Windswept Heath was a good draw. Get a bit of Sylvan Advocate. Windswept Heath fixes our green mana or makes our green mana a lot more painless, and allows us to hold up Disdainful Stroke, which is great. And allows us to flip Jace a lot easier. Our opponent still has a forest in hand. I think we want to try to slow them down, because if we like flip Den Protector, if we're able to flip Den Protector on and get back to Disdainful Stroke, I think we're in pretty good shape. Getting a basic forest here so that all of our subsequent tap lands come into play untapped. Our opponent, as far as I know, doesn't have any red mana. So I kind of like playing Den Protector here, so that we can flip it next turn. And if our opponent has Kozilek's return, then we're kind of in trouble. Or it has to be mounted Kozilek's return. Yep, that's fine. And they played their land for turn, so the mountain's going to come into play tapped. I'll loot Bin Reflector Mage, I guess. I am going to play Lumbering Falls here. Lumbering Falls is very good for this deck. Yeah, we have Ugin protection and Ulamog protection, I guess. Although Sanctum of Ugin makes it a little awkward. See, our opponent has 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So can't actually cast Ugin. Thought not Seer. In that case, I have a response. Well, I'm gonna respond to the trigger, I think. I'm just gonna Coco. Bounding Crisis, Dem Protector, sure. Bounding Crisis is going to tap Thought Knots here. Yes. And then we're just gonna let this happen. Instead of looting with Jace. Alright, well. That's good. Play around Ulama or Ugin, I guess? Yeah, let's do that. Spend this mana only to cast colorless spells. Okay. Yeah. And here we have the reason that I did not Flashback Collected Company last turn. Although, now we're just kind of in trouble. Maybe it was greedy to cast the Collected Company, but I don't think so. Probably just gonna get another Ulamog. Oh, no, Void Winter. Okay, we're done here. Can't actually kill Void Winter. Yes. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think we want to get green, white. Cool. Blue. Jace. Hanger backwalker. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bounce it, so. Playing Death Misraptor first, though. Because our opponent can, walk into whatever they want. Get it? This is Pilgrimage, sure. I've been bounding Crasis because I want the 4th land. If our opponent wants 1 hangerback token, that's also fine. And I think we actually just passed the turn here. So we have virtually 3 cards in our graveyard right now with the Flooded Strand. So that's fine. And play Loot. And Sylvan Advocate? Sure. Collected Company, you're a good card. That's fine. So yeah, now we're just gonna hold up removal till like yeah, okay. Removal and counter spells. One, two, three. Sure. Thought not seer. Yeah, we're gonna counter target creature spell. Return Sylvan Advocate. Alright, so opponent has 6 lands. I think it's pretty safe to assume that there's going to be 7 though. Roast. Sure. Mattery Shaper results. Collected Company. Alright, cool. Death Mr. Raptor, Jace. And put these lands on the bottom, which I actually would have been happy with. Let's see. I could loot with Jace. Giving myself the option to flashback Dromoka's command. I kinda like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give ourselves this option. Loot. I think Lumbering Falls is important in the matchup. This Reflector Mage is less so. I'd like to keep this one. I'd like to play Flooded Strand. I'd like to... I'd like to attack with my Lizard Beast. So we're gonna do that. That's how you spell it, dinosaur in magic language. Yeah, it's fair to assume that my opponent would just cycle the Matter Reshaper. Void Winnower. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're going to... get a Prairie Storm, I suppose? Cast Den Protector face down. I'm pretty happy to do this just because, like, I have so many things. Oh, my opponent has Kozilek's Return in the graveyard, so Den Protector face down, probably not my best idea. I just really wanted to get back. Stupid. Odysseus command. So, yeah, Den Protector face down. Not great. So, we're gonna let these two triggers resolve first, so that my opponent will have to make a decision. We can get, like, Ulamog, whatever. World Breaker, sure. Since we know our opponent has World Breaker, I like to just cast this guy face down. And, like, get back maybe Den Protector even. No. I don't think this is the time to cycle Den Protectors. Okay. Sure. Yep. What am I getting now? Was it Collected Company? It could also be Reflector Mage, actually. And my opponent that would actually put my opponent pretty close to dead. I like that idea quite a bit. Yeah, let's get a Reflector Mage. Yes. Face up. Face up. Opponent has one card in hand. We don't know what it is. I think we're fine just doing this. If it's a Nugan, then we're kind of screwed. But if it isn't, then we're in good shape. If it's an Ulamog, we're fine. Oddly enough. Because our opponent can exile these guys. Kind of fine. I think we need to Collected Company. No, we don't. We need to Dramoka's command. Dramoka's command. Secretly very good. Tap that guy. I would love to, yes. And then we are going to cast this card. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Put a counter on this Reflector Mage. Got there. Alright, cool. We're gonna do another one of these, so I'll see you guys in just a bit.